What is going on, guys? So today I got a unique style of video for you, and it is how is my Homebrew Channel Wii doing after almost 20 years. So it's 2025 when I'm recording this. I got this thing in 2007, so it lasted me my childhood. I got it when I was like 9 years old, maybe 10. And yeah, I've played Wii Sports on it. I had a GameCube before it when I was a kid, so I brought all my GameCube games over to it and I played it through this. Ended up selling my GameCube for like $100 back in the day, but should have kept it because it'd be worth more now. I got the Wii games. I got them all like on display, so I'll show you them. But it's homebrew channeled, and you can see it actually has Boot Me loaded into it as well. So that means if I press the power button here, I can just go right into the homebrew channel, and if I press reset, it'll actually select the option. But I can go right into my SD card, the options, or right into the regular Wii menu. Let's go into the Wii menu. I'm gonna press reset here. So that's hacked. That's not regular for a Wii to do that, right? And that's what I kind of wanted to go into. This kind of like sparked my interest in computers and hacking and kind of software engineering in general. Um, being able to download the Wii homebrew channel, put it on the SD card, hack the Wii like that, and then actually be able to put in hacks and games, play Nintendo 64 games on this thing. Crazy stuff, man. So I got my Wiimote here. You can see this one still works. I actually had another one that died on me like last year. So I was like, you know what? Let me make this video soon because things are starting to go. This thing starts to make a weird noise when I put a disc into it. So who knows? Maybe one day in the next couple of years, the Wii won't work anymore. So just wanted to make this video to kind of immortalize it. Um, so here's the homebrew channel. We can see, let me actually sit more directly in front here. So actually, I'll show you these games, all the homebrew channels loading. So we got Super Mario Sunshine, Smash Bros, some of the Sonic games, Mario Kart Double Dash, Mario Party 7, Sonic DX Adventure, Lego Star Wars, Super Mario Strikers, Luigi's Mansion. And then for the Wii games, we got like the Galaxy, Super Mario Galaxy, Sonic Colors, some of the obviously Wii Sports, Wii Play, some strange Nerf games I didn't enjoy too much, but one thing's important: Super Smash Bros. Brawl and Super Smash Bros. Melee I got. So yeah, and taking a look here at the homebrew channel, I got the Nintendo 64 emulator for Wii here still active. So like, I could play like Super Mario 64. I got a bunch of stuff. I can like have a level tool, use my Wiimote as the level tool, launch mods and games, launch a Super Nintendo emulator. I got a lot, man, and it's bringing me back memories because me and my buddy used to hack this together, and it was like surprisingly easy. You just had to put stuff on your SD card, open it up, and then you could just get this channel and then put a lot of stuff on this channel. But let's take a look at this because actually this is interesting, right? So if I load this, I'll actually be able to use my GameCube controller and play Nintendo 64 games. So if I load a ROM here, you can see I have some ROMs loaded. Load from SD card. I got Mario Kart 64, Paper Mario 64. This is a hacked Super Mario 64, so it's just like really hard. Let's not worry about that. Let's play this. Load ROM. Actually, no, sorry. I have it already. It's loaded, so let's go back down here. Let's play the game. And just like that, I'm playing the Nintendo 64 on my Wii with the GameCube controller. I have saves here already, so like I've already beaten the game 100%. Frick, this is hard to do with one hand, man. Okay. Anyways, we're now in Super Mario 64. My boy's running around here on the Wii. So yeah, man, I used to play these games as a kid. I never had a Nintendo 64 growing up, but I still got the experience through this, so it's pretty cool for me. I did have the GameCube, like I said, so let's go into that. So let me get out of this emulator now that I've showed that off. I think we'll need the Wiimote. Let's press the home button, I think. Maybe it's the Z button. Okay, either way, we can get out of this quick. So if you just power it off really quick. I just forget how to get out of the emulator, to be honest. And ignore this annoying thing on our table. It's just a stain. Okay, so the Wii is off, right? We're gonna power it back on. You can see the flash. Listen to it though. Sound a little more rough nowadays. Anyways, we see this again. Let's boot up a GameCube game, and let's boot up my favorite GameCube game of all time, and that is Super Mario Sunshine. So, yeah, that is the first game I ever had on GameCube. I beat it 100%. It was really hard. You know, I had Smash Bros, Mario Kart Double Dash, like I showed you guys, Sonic Mega Collection. I've beat all these games 100% as a kid because I was into doing that, but Super Mario Sunshine gave me the most replay value, and I have the most nostalgia with that game over anything else. So let me just pick that. Oh, and by the way, you can see I have the motion bar right on top of my sound bar there, because we need that, right, for this Wiimote. So let me just pick this, and I can relive, you know, my favorite GameCube game this way. So it's interesting how this still works almost 20 years later. My Game Boy recently, like I mentioned earlier, I plugged it in, doesn't work anymore. It's my Game Boy Advance SP, and I got that around like 2004, so like 3 years before this, 3 or 4 years before this. But yeah, tech sometimes dies, man. Like 20 years is a long time for a console, especially a handheld one that's battery powered, to last. Usually the battery will go first, right? So you can see I have 200% saves here. Let's just do one of these. But yeah, the graphics on GameCube games surprisingly hold up better than some Wii games, which is crazy. They really sacrificed a lot for the motion controls in this console. Like, they didn't up the graphics a whole lot. And honestly, I like the GameCube games a little more than the Wii games that came out, except for the Super Mario Galaxy games. Those were obviously really good. But yeah, man, lots of memes come from this game. This is 2002. This came out, which is so long ago. First game I've ever owned on console. I had the Game Boy Advance SP before this, but nostalgia, brother, nostalgia, you know. One day our kids will never understand like these types of graphics. They'll be playing Fortnite, getting their dopamine tweaked by some kind of case they're getting dropped, or just, you know, games used to be a lot harder too back in the day. Like, you fuck up in this game, you have to start the level over. You don't get like some reward for trying, you know. You got to actually try until you complete it. Yeah, you can say Dark Souls does that, but that's like an adult game. This is a kid game. It actually made you try, man. Like, it would take this flood guy away from you, so you can't like just cheat on jumps. You'd have to be precise in these certain parts of the level, and it'd be really frustrating, man. But yeah, so that's playing GameCube games. I actually was not able to load hacks into these. I was only able to load hacks into the Wii games, but I remember out of all these games, the one I hacked the most was this red boy right here, because I wanted to beat him 100%, and like I beat the game regularly, and you have to go back and collect coins, these big coins throughout all these levels. It takes forever, and it's actually very difficult. So like I remember I just wanted to test out hacks, and I got like moon jump and like infinite damage or something. I was like invincible, and I could jump through the whole level, so I just got those coins. No problem. Yeah, man, good times. So to get out of the GameCube game, I think we may not be able to once we've done. I remember you can't actually get out of the GameCube game, so once again I'd have to turn off the Wii and stuff. So let's just do that. And I can feel this thing's actually getting decently hot. I did have the stand for it at one point, which would be better, so it wouldn't be laying flat on the ground, or on the table rather, but for now it's gonna have to do. So let's go back to the Wii menu here. I do want to show you taking a game out and putting like Wii Sports in, for example. I actually do have all these manuals that came with the games back in the day, man. Look at this. How you used to have directions and different recommendations on move sets you could play with, man. Games don't come with this. Like, this is a whole color book. I can't freaking flip pages to save my life right now. But you can see ground and pound, split juice, dismount, jump, fucking colored photos everywhere. Beautiful stuff, man. I have this for all these games. So actually, like Super Smash Bros. Melee, this thing, like in the condition I have it, is worth a decent amount. I'm gonna keep them for as long as this works because I'm gonna play them. And honestly, when company comes over, I still play Wii Sports with some of my boys because it's fun, man. You play like golf or you play like tennis, not boxing. Boxing sucks, but um, you know, it's good for company. You play some of the training games where there's like a target. It's fun. So definitely worth having for company. And I showed you taking the game out, right? There's nothing showing here. Okay, now let me put a game in. So we're gonna put in Wii Sports now. Put it like this. Always disc facing the chunk of the console. Sounds rough, man. The thing that pulls in the discs sounds rough nowadays, but holding up well. Doesn't randomly crash on me. Holding up pretty well so far. It's just one of my Wiimotes is dead. I bought a knockoff and it's just not as smooth. Like you can see the pointer right now. It's pretty still. If I were to keep the knockoff still like this, it still freaking moves around all over the place. It's no good. So whoever comes over and plays with the knockoff, the nostalgia, brother. Okay, let's press start. I know lots of people still play Wii Sports nowadays on YouTube, so this is nothing crazy, nothing revolutionary. And lots of people still have their Wiis. This was like a common thing, but you know, the Homebrew Channel, that's just kind of like what piqued my interest in computers. So like not only was this not my first console, but the main console I had throughout my childhood, like this kind of started my whole career pretty much, man. So cool to have this. And like, yeah, I still got all my training medals as a kid. Here's my me. Yeah, man, like for example, this guy, target practice, I think I got like a platinum in it or something, which is a really hard platinum to get. Oh, I only got a gold. Anyways, I'll just do one swing and then we'll call it a video here. Well, actually not a bad shot. Maybe like 25. Anyways, ball still rolled on 100 right there. And that's how I feel, bro. This was a great console, you know. I don't regret having this as the console of my childhood. After this, I got a PlayStation, you know, started the Call of Duty days. And it was a natural progression of things. Went from Mario to first-person shooters, and now I play PC games. And PC's the best nowadays, in my opinion. But gonna keep this thing running as long as I could, or as long as I can. And I just wanted to make a video just to show how it's held up for almost 20 years of being used, you know, moving with me a bunch of times, making it with me through my young adult life, my teen life, my childhood, and now, yeah, well, I'm still a young adult, but anyways, it's made it through for my whole life, so wanted to kind of immortalize it through this video. Hope you guys found this video helpful. I will make more retro tech videos like this, where I made one for my old MP3 player I found. I did want to make one on the Game Boy, but it's dead now, so maybe I'll make one on the PlayStation. We'll see. Anyways, let me know if you guys like these styles of videos. Drop a like if you found this helpful. You know, drop a like if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.